Introducing first, fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, presenting the former Strikeforce middleweight champion and the #1 middleweight contender in the world, Luke Rockhold!
Luke Rockhold is one of those people who hit the genetic lottery at birth. Full with chiseled muscles and barely any fat on him. He's considered one of the best athletes to compete in MMA. If that wasn't enough, he was also blessed with looks that got him modeling alongside supermodels. The former UFC middleweight champ has made the most of his skills and looks as he's used both to fatten his pockets and to gain a powerful following, largely of female fans. So let's count down the lifestyle facts of one, Luke Rockhold.
Number 10. Rockhold's early life.
Since birth, Rockhold was destined to be a pro athlete. Born on October 17, 1984 in Santa Cruz, California, his father was a professional basketball player in Europe while his mother played tennis. The athletic genes definitely were passed down to Luke, but they were also handed down to Luke's older brother, Matt Rockhold, who was a pro surfer. As a kid, Rockhold did pretty much every type of activity he could get his hands on, from surfing to skateboarding to tennis and basketball. When he was 6 years old, he started judo, which he did for 4 years. Rockhold quickly replaced judo with wrestling, joining his school team in the 7th grade and sticking with it his entire SoCal high school experience. During that time, Rockhold also picked up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which would play dividends later in his life. For more on that, stick around and find out.
Number 9. How he started MMA.
Fighting would come naturally to the Santa Cruz native. In his college years, Rockhold put wrestling in the rearview mirror and devoted his entire energy into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He started competing in BJJ tournaments and often did extremely well for himself. Some of his Jiu-Jitsu accolades include a gold medal in the IBJJF World Jiu-Jitsu Championships in the purple belt no-gi division, another gold medal in the same championships but in the blue belt division, and a silver medal in the IBJJF Pan American Championships. From there, his next step was to try his hand at MMA. In 2006, an invitation to the world-renowned American Kickboxing Academy, known as AKA, changed Rockhold's life. AKA has had some of the greatest champions in MMA history, including Frank Shamrock, Cain Velasquez, Daniel Cormier, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and of course, Rockhold himself. There, the coach Javier Mendez would take the budding superstar under his wing and start him down a legendary MMA career.
He's ready to tap it, it's all over!
Number 8. Career achievements.
Currently, Rockhold holds a record of 16-5 with 14 finishes. Some of his wins include the likes of former champs Chris Weidman, Lyoto Machida, Michael Bisping, and Jacare Souza. Rockhold first broke out into the MMA scene in the famed Strikeforce organization, where he would go undefeated, winning 9 straight fights and capturing the Strikeforce middleweight championship and establishing himself as one of the best middleweight fighters in the world. He was tied for the record of most finishes in Strikeforce with 7 and held the record for most submissions in Strikeforce history with 5. After the UFC bought out Strikeforce, Rockhold made his long-awaited debut in the biggest MMA organization in the world. Although he had a rocky start, losing to Vitor Belfort, Rockhold would go on an impressive 4-fight win streak, which included 3 finish bonuses and earned himself a middleweight title shot. Rockhold wouldn't let this opportunity go to waste as he handed Chris Weidman his first ever career L, while securing for himself the UFC title.
It is all over! Luke Rockhold is the new UFC middleweight champion of the world!
Wow. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Pop quiz. Can you name the other Strikeforce vets who would go on to win UFC gold?
Number 7. Various sponsorships.
Rockhold's good looks and impressive skill sets caught the attention of sponsors throughout his career. In the past, companies like Full Title Poker, EA Sports, Oak Grove Technologies have fought to be represented on his fight shorts. He has also been sponsored by the sportswear brand Adidas. Currently, his biggest sponsor is the California-based clothing company Ruka. The brand is often associated with skateboarding, surf culture, MMA, and BJJ, so it's no wonder they found themselves attracted to Rockhold. Another one of Rockhold's current sponsors is the plant-based energy company Get Biofuel MMA. Rockhold, along with fighters such as Michael Chandler, Robbie Lawler, and Gilbert Burns, use this product to help them get through their grueling fight camps. Rockhold is also represented by Bounty Sports, which is a daily fantasy sports platform made for sports betting. Rockhold is their first ever athlete ambassador, and no doubt hopes to win big for all those that lay their hard-earned coin on him to win in his upcoming fight.
Number 6. Fight pay.
Rockhold started fighting in the early days of MMA, and some of his first couple paychecks reflect this harsh reality. For his third fight fight ever against Josh Neal in 2008, Rockhold made a whopping $2,000. It would be another 6 fights in 4 years before Rockhold made anything close to decent money, as he took home $50,000 for his win against Jacare. But those who know about Jacare, $50,000 is not nearly enough to spend 25 minutes in a cage with that monster.
I know you've been through a lot over the last couple of years. How does it feel to actually be the champion and realize this dream?
Wow, it's pretty unbelievable, to get here after that whole layoff, and I always believed in myself, but it definitely going in there, just being in the, never being out of the first round and then having to go a 5-round war like that. Whew.
Once Rockhold entered the UFC, he finally earned himself some healthy paychecks. Some of his purses include $200,000 for his win against Machida, which came with a $50,000 performance of the night bonus, $240,000 for the Weidman fight, which also came with a $50,000 fight of the night bonus, $290,000 for his title loss against Michael Bisping, and another $485,000 paycheck that came at a loss to Yoel Romero. His latest purse was $210,000, which came in 2019, but was another loss on the record, this time to the future light heavyweight champ, Jan Blachowicz. So despite earning some big paychecks, Rockhold hasn't had the fight luck on his side recently. He did earn 2 other bonuses in his career, a $50,000 performance of the night bonus when he first fought Michael Bisping, and another $50,000 knockout of the night bonus against Costa's Philippou.
Number 5, social media presence.
Rockhold is pretty active on a couple social media platforms and has a strong following on Instagram. He has 870,000 followers, where the fans are treated to behind-the-scene looks of his fight camps, along with his traveling adventures or chill afternoons where he spends surfing, skateboarding, or playing golf with the likes of Daniel Cormier or actors like Scott Eastwood and F1 driver Daniel Ricciardo. Meanwhile, on Twitter, Rockhold has a following of nearly 300,000, despite not being super active on the platform. But that just goes to show you the popularity behind the MMA superstar, as he can garner attention without even having to do all that much. It's no wonder so many brands want a piece of him.
Number 4, his family.
In the MMA circles, Rockhold is known as a playboy of sorts. Although the details of his relationship life aren't known as much, we do know that the former champ dated the Grammy Award-nominated singer Demi Lovato for several months in 2016. We also know, rather embarrassingly for Rockhold, that he tried to slide into the DMs of Valerie Lareda, who promptly turned him down, saying she was Team Yoel Romero, who famously KO'd poor Luke. If you do follow Rockhold on Instagram, you will get some glimpses of his current relationship or past exes, but who are they? That remains a mystery for now.
Number 3, outside the cage.
When he isn't fighting inside the cage, you can catch Rockhold chopping it up with pro surfers as he and his brother hit the waves with the likes of Kelly Slater. And hanging out with actors must have given him the acting bug, as he's tried out his hand in the art form when he played a small role in the 2020 action flick Cage Fighter. We're sure he didn't need too many acting lessons to pull off that role. Other than that, Rockhold also appeared on Bravo TV's reality show, The Millionaire Matchmaker. However, his appearance on the show was a bit embarrassing for the Playboy fighter, as his inappropriate pickup line towards the mixologist Kara led him to being kicked off the show quickly.
How did that go on Millionaire Matchmaker? How'd you do?
I don't know, man. They just having fun with the show. Try to have a good time, but they ended up making me look pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see if you guys can beat Rockhold's line. Comment down below the worst pickup line you've ever heard.
Number 2, modeling career.
Throughout Rockhold's career, people have suggested that he's too good looking to be a fighter and that he should protect his moneymaker. He did take half of that advice seriously, as he signed to Soul Artist Management Agency, which helped start the career of people like Channing Tatum. He has since modeled at the New York Fashion Week and has appeared on Hugo Boss campaigns. Most famously, Rockhold is the new face of Polo Blue, a cologne fragrance from Ralph Lauren. It's no wonder the former champ took a hiatus from the octagon to pursue this new career venture. It's much easier to relax on the beach with supermodels and click pictures than it is to be locked in an octagon with a trained killer. But it seems as if Rockhold still has a fighting itch, as he's planning on stepping back in the octagon very soon.
Number 1, his net worth.
The specific number of his modeling gigs aren't well known, but considering that he was making 6 figures with the UFC, but felt the modeling career paid better, we can only imagine the paychecks from Ralph Lauren are also in the 6 figures. Combine that with his various sponsorship deals and his lucrative UFC run, we would estimate that Rockhold has earned millions throughout his 20s and 30s and sits somewhere between 3 to 5 million at the moment. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so you're notified the next time we upload a video. With that being said, you just watched the lifestyle and net worth of the former champ, Luke Rockhold. See you next time.